I make these videos because I feel as if, I guess doors open or something. I feel as if I need to come on here and let you guys know how I feel, because I know that as long as one person's able to take something from these videos and realize that they're not alone, and that's okay, the way you're supposed to feel, the things you go through during your personal development journey. Let me make sure it's still. Oh, as long as that one person is getting something from this, getting some type of value from this, that's all that matters to me. And so anytime something comes to me or speaks to me, or I feel something that I just need to tell others, that's exactly why I pick up the camera and I just start recording. I want this to be raw. I don't want this to be some edited video you see all the time on YouTube and it's over edited. I used to do all that. But instead, I just want to be authentic with you guys. I just want you guys to understand that it's okay to feel the way you do. Going on your entrepreneurial journey, or just trying to get in fit, get in shape. Just become the best version of yourself and work on yourself and going through that personal development stages. And that brings me to today's topic of the video, is that, I started to feel different. So I'll give you the perspective of how I felt, and maybe someone can relate with this. When you start separating yourself from people or things, what I didn't realize is, as soon as I started separating myself from everything, I started feeling different, almost convicted in a way. I just felt something didn't feel right. And then I started listening to some podcasts and understanding the reason why. And it's because when you it's like you're having a different frequency level. It's your emotional frequency state. And when you're with the group of friends that you're with, or doing the things you're doing, you were on a certain frequency state. You were in a state of just scarcity, wanting to be with them, wanting to do certain things, scared of the way people make you feel, or just you were in a scarcity frequency, looking for that dopamine, being around all of them, doing the certain things, getting yourself away from just like reality. Then when you separate yourself to go on a higher frequency, the frequency that's where I'm at now, feeling different. I just feel like something's off. It's eerie. And that's a test that you're going through. You're being tested. As soon as you switch, separating yourself from your friends, the things you used to do, and not in a bad way, just in the meantime, so you can focus on yourself, you're in a different state of frequency that doesn't align. And so you're being tested. As soon as you get out of that frequency that you were in, you're starting to get tested. And that's why you're starting to feel off, and almost as if you want to go back doing the old things you're doing, but knowing that you're setting yourself back and you're not going forward the way you should. You're not upgrading yourself. You're not growing the way you should. You're just wanting to feel like, maybe I should go back doing the old things I used to do because it felt right. But that's because of the frequency you're on. You're not used to the difference, and you're being tested to see if you're capable of going through the way you feel, the struggles, the pain that it might give you, to then later realizing and enjoying the abundance that comes with that frequency. There's the abundance frequency. Rich people have an abundance frequency. Poor people have a scarcity frequency. That's why they don't align. The way they believe, the way they operate on things. If you are around a bunch of people with the same frequency, it's only going to elevate you. It's only going to incline and progress your situation where you want to go to. Now, if you're on two different frequencies, you're only going to hinder yourself, and you're going to go down that, that middle line. Every guy can go above and beyond, but you always satisfy in that middle line. And when you're around the same people, you're going to be at that lower bottom frequency that you're around. Now, if you're around the same people, the same things, and wanting to upgrade your life, you're going to push yourself about. You're not even going to have discipline in the equation. You're going to push yourself above and beyond because you're around the same group of people. You're going to want to uphold that standard as well. You're not going to want to be that one that's lacking. And so that takes discipline out of the equation. And if you're in a state where, You can't either be around some of the friends you were with because they just don't operate the way you want to operate, and you have different things going on, but you don't have the outcomes yet to be around the friends you want to be around. And you're in that middle stage, that stage of just loneliness and, you know, having just no one around you, feeling like you're just almost as if you're not doing things right, maybe. Or maybe you just feel as if you should go back to where you were. It's because you're operating on a higher frequency. That frequency is now different than where you're used to. And it's supposed to feel like that. That means you're being tested to see if you can go through. God is testing you with that. He wants to see if you're capable of pushing yourself. If you're capable of going through those things with Him by your side, obviously. You know, when you sit with God, you don't ask Him, God, can you take the things around me away? The struggles that I'm getting, can you take it away from me? The storm that's coming your way, can you take it away? No, you ask God, can you give me the strength to go through what I'm going through? Allow all the struggles and pain to come to me, but give me the strength and the ability to overcome them. And God is more happily willing to help the ones that are willing to change, willing to go through the little bit of pain that it might take. That there's a bigger side on the opposite end. Your purpose is bigger, and you got to remember that. So when you're changing your frequency and you're getting out of doing the old things you're doing, and you go back to it, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're just going right back to where you were. And, you know, I wake up, what time? It's like probably 5:30 now. I wake up at 4:25. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you catch myself hitting that snooze button, getting 10 more minutes and waking up at 5 or 4:35. It's not easy. But the reason I set that standard for myself, waking up that early, is because it's a challenge to myself. I'm challenging myself. I'm wanting to instill the most discipline possible because I know that's what I was lacking. You know, I can go to the gym and I love it and I understand everything about it, but the discipline mentally was the part I struggled at. And that's what I'm challenging myself. I want to wake up that early. I want to challenge and push myself because no one else is doing it. I want to beat the sun. If the sun beats me, I know I'm already lacking for the day. It sets everything off. As soon as the sun beats me, I know that now my whole rhythm is messed up. I'm not sure what to do. I'm delaying everything. Instead, I wake up at 4:25. I know exactly what I need to do in my morning routine, and I get to it. And I attack every single morning the way it should be. So that when I have class, I have my actual job as well later in the day, you know, I've already done my task for the morning and I don't have to cram everything at night, and I can get that good sleep to wake up and repeat the whole same cycle. You got to sacrifice a little bit of your time. And that's why you're separating yourself from the people or the group or the things you do, the video games, the entertainment all the time. You got to sacrifice it and take yourself away from that frequency, the frequency of getting dopamine, the frequency of scarcity from reality, the frequency you're so used to. You're elevating yourself, so that's why you feel the way you do when you separate. You feel eerie, you feel lonely, you feel like it's just not right. Maybe I should go back down the path. No, you shouldn't though. You exactly shouldn't. You're going to do yourself a disservice. You're going to go right back down. If you take one day off doing if I take one day off doing my morning routine, that's 2 days I'm taking off. That's 2 days I got to get back on track. It's going to take me 2 days to get back on track now. So you just realize if you take a day off, another day off, you take a week off, you're setting yourself back. Now you're going to be taking 2 weeks off. It's throwing the whole rhythm up, and next thing you know, you're not even doing what you used to do. I mean, and that takes me to another topic. It's like, if you start achieving things in life, and it doesn't have to be money. I mean, success is not all just about money. Success is about being able to do the things you've always wanted to do. The little things, just being able to, you know, not have to worry about payments or something, or just being able to buy little things, food here and there. But to be able to do those things, it's going to take some sacrifice. And that's the problem, is that I felt the same way. And that's exactly why I want to talk to you guys, because I want to help someone. I don't care if this only gets 5 views, if there's one person I'm helping and I'm giving some sort of value that they can take in, that's the most important to me. I want to be authentic with you guys. And that's why on my Instagram stories, you see me doing my push-ups. You see me writing my goals down. You see me doing having my task written down. You know, I put pics of like books that I read all the time because this, like, that's what's helped me. And I feel like if there's just one person I can help, then I'm proud of myself for doing that, because that's exactly that's the whole goal, is to give some sort of value. And if you stuck already this far in the video, then you clearly look like you want to change your life. If you're taking the time to watch this, there's something that you want to change. There's something that reached to you. And that's the whole goal of the video. If you stick around, there's going to be a little bit of wisdom that you can take from this. And I want you to know is that the frequency you're wanting to operate on, you're switching, you're going to that higher frequency, you know, that rich frequency, the frequency of abundance. It's going to feel different. But that's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is knowing the struggles that it comes with, that now you can speak to others with that conviction because you're going through it. You know how it feels. You're able to sit there and tell people that's exactly what it's supposed to feel like, bro. It's not easy. If it was easy, then everyone was doing it. You would see everyone doing it. But that's how you know you're doing the right things, is when you're feeling that way and you see everyone in their day-to-day life just operating just normally and everything feels fine. They're okay. They're complacent with their frequency that they're on. The same things that they do every day. Which is fine, as long as that's what they want. But for the ones that don't want it, you got to understand it comes with the struggles. And that's what I'm sitting here have to understand. Every day, it's not easy. The people that make it to the top, it's not easy. It might look easy, but it's not. It takes a bit of sacrifice, especially early on. The sacrifice of separating yourself, the not having enough time. So you're sacrificing all your time so then you can achieve and buy all that time back. That's the end goal, right? I mean, that's freedom. Freedom's not the money. You need it to have freedom, but it's that location. It's that ability to do things when you want. See your family, fly exactly when you want. You know, I don't live with my family, but I would love the ability just to grab the next plane ticket and go see them. Those little things we just take for granted too. You got to understand what you're operating on right now is going to feel different. Everything you do is going to feel different, but that's the beauty of it, man. You're doing exactly everything you should. You're upgrading yourself. You're upgrading your physique. You're getting better 1% every single day. And it's going to compound. I promise you, it's going to compound. Give it time. Give yourself time. Let me make sure you guys can see me. I'm just chilling in the car. And it's early in the morning. But that's the beauty, is that I get to sit down on my desk. I get to see that sun rise. I get to know I beat the sun. And I got to work. And I got most of my work done in the morning so that I know I don't have to cram everything. I got class later. I have stuff I have to do, you know? But that's the beauty. You're upgrading yourself every single day. You're looking through the process that it takes to get to where you want. You don't look at that output. You just look at your process every single day of what you're doing. You're waking up and you're reading. You're doing something that's going to better yourself. That's my nana. But you got to understand that it's going to take that grit, that fortitude to go through certain things. But when you get to see yourself every single day, people are just wondering, like, how the hell is he doing that? How the hell is he able to do that? And they might attempt it themselves and realize, damn, that isn't easy. They're like, how does he make it look so easy? Because it's not. It's just the discipline that you have that others don't, and that you're capable of pushing yourself every single day and know it comes with challenges that you're overcoming over time. It takes time to really see that. And, you know, if you really start to seek, I don't know, I don't want to really get, like, if you have a certain religion and all, but, like, from my personal experience, I like to seek God, because I'm an overthinker. I constantly like to overthink. And that's also why I like having a routine, a structure to keep me on plan. But with that being said, it's like I like to see the signs he gives me, and they're very subtle. Sometimes it's not easy to see. So if you're overthinking like me, you might miss it. But he's gonna help you, give you the strength within to be able to overcome it. Give me the wisdom I need to, one, help others and understand myself the way I'm feeling. I want you to know you're not alone, brother. It's going to take the pain, the suffering a little bit. But your purpose is bigger. The other side of the tunnel that you are going through right now to get to is bigger. And you have to understand, it's going to feel different. It's going to feel eerie. And maybe it's just not right. But that's because you're being tested. And as soon as you let in and you go back doing the old things you did, you failed the test. You weren't able to make it to the other end to see the light. You got to go through it. If you really want it, you got to go through it. Or accept where you are, be complacent, and like a little bit of what you have going on, and take it as it is. Take the struggles that come with that. They both have struggles at both ends that you want. The freedom or just the complacentness of just doing the same thing you do every day, going to college, having your job. I mean, accept it as long as it's where you want to be. But if you want to be on the other end that you don't see everyone often, except what you see online, then it's going to take that bit of struggle that they went through. You're able to see the highlights and the beauty of what they have now, but it's not like you're going to see the daily struggles that they go through. But to get that, you got to go through a little bit of pain. And that's what you have to understand. You're operating on a different frequency. It's higher than what you used to operate on, where you're used to. The dopamine you're getting from frivolous things that weren't giving you any benefit into your life. That's why, they say you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around with. It's because that frequency you're all hanging around with, it just amplifies and you do the same things over and over and it just gets worse and worse. It doesn't get any better. Now, if you're around the same group of people and you're operating on that different frequency, you're elevating everyone. So it's going to amplify what you're currently doing. If you're working on a business or if you're working on your personal development, if everyone around you is waking up at 8 a.m. and getting to the gym, don't you think you're going to get in the gym? You're not going to sit at home. You're going to feel the need to get to the gym. You don't want to be that one guy that's holding the group back. So at the end of the day, you're elevating everyone. There's no such a thing. Discipline goes out of the equation. The days you don't feel like it, there's that guy or two that does feel like it, and he's going to get you up. So if you can't be around the same people in the same frequency, then that's what you need to do. Now, if you're like me and you don't really have that, then you have to go through the stages until you meet the people you can do that with. You have to have the ability to within get that discipline and start to realize that it's gonna take a little bit of strength and pain to go through the struggles, but you will find yourself on the other end. You see yourself, you see who you want to be, and you believe that you are him. You now have switched everything you want to do because that's how he operates. That person you want to become is on a different frequency. He operates differently now. And to be him and achieve the abundance he has, I have to realize the transition I'm making is going to feel different. And I got to go through that to get that abundance frequency and not scarcity and fear. How let fear take you down past that you shouldn't go down. Let fear make you want to sit there and shut reality out. And just let yourself decline day by day. How I used to be, declining myself day by day, not getting anywhere. And now I want to become him. Now I know I am him because of the things I've switched myself from doing. Not playing video games, not getting entertainment all the time, not hanging around the wrong people all the time. Separating yourself. And knowing every day this is personal development here at its true finest. You know, some friends, when they just see you change, but instead you're growing. So just know you're doing the right things. If you're feeling different, it's just that it's a test that you got to go through to get to the other end and achieve it. It's going to take some time, but just look at it day by day. Just look at it every morning I'm waking up. I enjoy knowing that I'm up before everyone. I'm getting the day started. I wake up, I do my morning routine. I go to the gym and I'll do my cardio. I'll stretch, I'll do my abs. I'll take a shower and I come back and I start getting to work. Then I'll have class later. I'll start eating better. Start upgrading yourself step by step, doing everything, and you'll become that guy that you want to be. You are him now that you switched everything. You're operating on his frequency. You're just not used to it. That's the difference. You're not used to it, so it's a test that you're going through. And I'm the same way. I feel the same way. I'm working on building my business. I'm wanting to help change others' lives in some way. And this is part of it. I want to change guys' physiques and understand that, you know, you don't have the time, that there's still enough time that you can put into changing yourself, changing your mindset, because I've realized how much it's helped me. And it gives you a successful life because it helps in every other aspect of your life. It makes you see things from a different lens, and you got to be able to switch the perspectives to understand the way you feel. And like I said, as long as I help one person, that's all that truly matters. And if you want to see the consistency, go to my Instagram. Go look at my stories. Look at what I post every single morning. Doing my push-ups, journaling, writing my tasks down, every single thing, working out, eating. Like I stay consistent because I want to show others that's what it takes. And that you're not alone as well. That if you're doing it every morning, you're going to see me in the morning with you. You're not alone. We're attacking this together. And that's my end goal, is building a big community of men that are just the same, like-minded, and that just want more in life. That just want to create an abundance for themselves. That's the end goal, man. So stay improving yourself every single day and realize that's what it takes, and that's how you're going to feel right now. And if you want one-on-one coaching, click the first link in the bio. And then book that call with me. And let's start improving ourselves every single day. I hope at least one person got some value from this and has helped them. If it has, leave a comment so I know, because that's my end goals. I want to make sure, as long as I can reach one person and shed a little bit of light with this topic and realize, like, that's how you're supposed to feel. You're being tested. Stay resilient. And I love you, brothers.